Hey guys, how's everyone doing out there? Just a quick update on my nano reef tank today. I added a couple new additions, so I am excited to show you guys. So let's get started. I recently added white sand to my tank. Um, I'm loving it so far. I think it brings out the color really well in my tank, particularly with the lighting that I have. I really love how the light reflects off of it. It has this shimmering effect to it, so at nighttime, like right now, it looks pretty cool. And the second thing that I added to my tank is this torch coral, which I absolutely loving it at this time. It just looked stunning back there. Um, and also I added just a little flow just to give the torch coral that nice flow that it needed. Um, I have hammers in here before, as you can see, and they're thriving. And before this, I didn't even put that flow in there, and it seems like it's doing great, super healthy. Especially this 12-headed hammer coral here, and it doesn't really require much flow, very low to medium. But I did some research and I found out that the torch coral need a little bit higher flow, so I figure I better add in something. And this coral has only been here for 3 days, and it's thriving. I mean, this is really nice, so I'm very happy with the result. I didn't have to wait, a week or two for it to get settled in or anything. It seemed just to fit right in and doing really well with my other corals. When I first got this hammer over here, which is a one head, but then it split now into two head within, I would say, a within about 3 months, which is pretty good for a hammer. So I think my water chemistry, everything is on point for it to do that. I test my water um, pretty much once every 3 or 4 days just to make sure that it's on point, and doing my regular water change every 10 days, like I told you guys before in my previous video, how important that is, just to keep the tank um, crystal clear looking. Everything is healthy, the coral, the fish, and just really have a nice clean tank to look at. Because if you're going to invest your time in this hobby, you can't really be lazy about it, or else you're not gonna have a nice looking tank. And as most of you know, and if you don't know, I'll tell you right now, saltwater hobby, as far as like coral and things like this, can be pretty pricey. So you're investing a great amount of money into your hobby. So you got to be on top of it, or else it's just gonna die on you. So I definitely don't want that to happen to me. So I invest the time, and I really enjoy it because if you just make it a routine, you get into the habit. It's a little bit difficult at first, where you have to remember, like, oh, okay, well, I have to change the water. It's been a week already. But what I do is I just set the date and time on my phone. Like every 10 day, it give me a quick reminder, and I don't even have to think about it. So whenever my phone, whenever the alarm go off, it reminds me, okay, it's time for that maintenance water change, and I do it. And normally the whole process, cleaning inside the tank and outside, and doing the water change, literally takes me about 20 minutes to half an hour every 10 days or so. And when you mix the salt, you just leave it overnight. So that takes about like 3 minutes. So not bad at all. You know, if this is something that for those that want to start, you know, get into this hobby, it's very easy. As you can see, my tank is looking pretty good. Everything is thriving, and I try to keep it very simple. I just have a filter. Okay, this is a Tidal 35, I believe. Um, a heater, and you know, a little flow, depend on what type of corals you want to have. Your fish can definitely survive without this, you know, but if you're thinking to do coral, you might want to get one of these, like depend on what type you want to get, such as like a torch coral, that need medium to high flow. But otherwise, you know, keep it simple, and you can have a pretty decent looking tank. So that's all I have for you guys right now. Until I add in new addition, then I'll do another video. But stay tuned. I am out hunting right now for a new hammer. I don't know which color. Yeah, there's just so many color variation. So I just have to find maybe a pretty decent size looking one like this one, which is like 11 or 12 heads. So I want to add something like that to this tank, and I think that would really bring out the color and everything. But I am super satisfied with my tank right now. Everything is looking phenomenal, and as I expected to, because I put in the work. I do, you know, the testing and the water change. So as long as you keep up on that, you should have a pretty decent looking tank, and you should be happy with it. Well, until next time, guys, happy reefing.